friends and friendly subscribers, welcome back to my channel. This is Inner Hill Tarot. Tonight we're going to do the unboxing of this curious, and I think it's an instant sensation in the mass market tarot decks of the Legend of the Sleepy Hollow Tarot by Nick Lawyer. And I don't know what's going on with this deck, but the moment it's launched, at least in the UK, it's took off immediately. So I'm very curious of this deck actually. And I think this is from Red Feather, if I'm not wrong. And let's go and read first what's inside the guidebook. What's going on with this? Yeah, it's from Red Feather, and it's copyright 2023 by, let me see, by Nicholas Lawyer, Library of Congress control number. Okay, it's printed in China, unfortunately. And yeah, there's an acknowledgement for the wife. And let's go. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow is the story of, I know my cat is just like wanted to say hi, schoolmaster Ichabod Crane, who moves to small Dutch town of Sleepy Hollow, New York. So there's a legend of headless Norseman who haunts the area. So basically it's true to the story that's being portrayed by Johnny Depp in the movie of the same name, The Sleepy Hollow. So this is really interesting and exciting, I guess. This is the artist. Nick Lawyer loves using her artwork to tell stories. So he went to Utah Valley University. One especially beloved time of year in his family is Halloween. Among their many autumn traditions, they read the Legend of Sleepy Hollow every October. So that's why he's doing this deck. That's really exciting. Oh, I love the guidebook. It's beautiful. Let's see if it correlates with, oh yeah, it's correlate with the deck. That's nice, because a lot of guidebook doesn't correlate with the story at all. A lot of people doing tarot, and then the guidebook is very basic naming of the tarot decks in general, as if it's a Rider-Waite-Smith, and it's not correct, you know. So I'm really excited about this. Let's see what's going on. There's spreads for left triangle, Ichabod guides, the horseman chase. Wow, this is nice. Bibliography, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow from Irving, Washington. Washington Irving. Okay, so let's do the flip through and see what's come up with the guide. I will try to not talk too much, or maybe I will talk a lot. Let's see what's going on with this. I don't fully remember the story anymore, or the movie, other than Johnny Depp was starring in it. So let's see how it goes. Okay, let's enjoy it. Unfortunately, this one came after the Halloween period, because that would have been quite awesome to have it during that time. But oh well. A lot of Halloween related decks this year came or being published quite late. A lot of them is after the Halloween, which is really funny for me. Wow, look at this magician. It's so awesome. It's a Native American magician. It's beautiful. I've never seen a magician like this. Wow. I think I'm going to have to see or watch the movie again to make sense of what's happening here. But all of the figures here with the impression is really they all look Dutch to me with the way they wear the clothing and the shoes especially, and also just like the height of the people. Like Dutch people are really tall. I think one of the tallest people in the world. This chariot cart as well, it's beautiful. Farming. Oh, I like this. And this is not really, this is like a small bear or a dog or something. This is nice also because with the guy, right? And it's like very Davy Cricket kind of hat. It's very like Mayflower, Americana, when they just first arrive in America kind of thing. There's a ghost also as the hermit. This is such a beautiful deck. Wow, the spinning wheel. Oh my god. This is actually really creepy for me. This kind of reminds me of how the American South also still have a lot of haunting places from the trees, because the trees itself is still gross, but I cannot forget the memory of people that got hanged on them. Wow, scarecrow with the corn. Wow, I really love this. I kind of get it why this deck is like an instant sensation, because there is like a creepy vibe about it, even though it's not it doesn't have to be macabre, right? But you can tell there is something underneath it, and it's just really brilliant. I understand why the artists want to do this deck, because it's very relevant to him. Look like this, like La Loronia. Wow, it's so scary and creepy actually. And I'm also making this video in a Christmas Eve, 24th of December, in the midnight time. But I can't help but feeling a bit creeped out about it. It's so amazing. Judgment. I think I'm going to also put the video a little bit brighter. Wow, look at this Ace of One with the black cat. If it's not creepy, I don't know what it is. It's so scary. Wow. It's very good Halloween deck actually, this one. And in a way, it's also have this kind of ancestor work vibe kind of deck, especially I guess for people who live in America right now, yeah, or born in America, in the USA. What I meant by America, not the continent but the USA, because I feel that it's very resonating. Look at this. Oh my god, it's such a beautiful card. Look at the Seven of Wands. It's just giving you like a very eerie feeling. Blair Witch Project. That's such a good deck. I can feel it's such a good deck for truly ancestral work. The conflict between the Native American Indian and the first settlers. Wow, it's such a beautiful. And at the same time, you can still feel the vibe of the Raider White Smith. It's quite amazing. This artist really knows what he's doing. No wonder that this deck immediately became an instant success. I wonder how my friend Lisa van der Waal, the Chaotic Witch NL, feel about this deck. I'm gonna dedicate this deck for her. I think she would like this type of creepy vibe deck. And she's from the Netherlands as well. It's just such an interesting deck to have this. I mean, it's not necessarily talking about the Dutch people in the Netherlands, but in a way it's still connected. Even for me, I mean, my roots is in Indonesia, and I can see some of these Dutch people, the way that they live their life in Indonesia prior when they started to colonialize part of Indonesia and establish Jakarta to become a Batavia, and they changed the whole fishing village at that time to become like a new Amsterdam, basically Batavia. And I can see it's quite similar. Look at the way the house, yeah, it's building. I mean, if you go now to Amsterdam and go to their museum, where you can see the Night Watch by Rembrandt, which is like one of their best artists. It's like this actually a little bit, the scenes and stuff like that. You can totally feel it. Wow, look at this Queen of Cups. It's so creepy. I love it. Wow. This is definitely fall and Halloween deck for sure. It's just a shame it's arrived quite late. But nevertheless, I'm going to use it for next year for sure. And acclimatize it with my my other decks first. Wow. Wow, look at this. Instead of like, because a lot of times in RWS, Raider White Smith, and its copy archetype, Five of Swords, it's the main figure is always like the winner of all the arguments, right? But this one, it's not. It's like a feeling of a loss. It's beautiful. And I don't know, it's just the type of the sketches. It still resembles a lot with Raider White Smith, which is I quite like in a way. If you work it with the RWS, it will work very well, I think, you know. Look at this, it's so creepy. Oh. And also it's nice, it's a point of view of a man as well, not just the woman. It's kind of show you that because man is like the young energy, the ego, right? The ego. So it's also like blindsided with too much thinking. It's beautiful. Oh, look at this. Another type of nightmare. Yeah. I really like this because it's also the type of what the Dutch colonial soldier would wear. That's also correlates in Indonesia. They wear the same stuff. Wow. Oh wow. Ooh la la, look at this. It's so creepy. Wow. All the court cards in this deck are feeling very creepy for me. So dark, everything. It's very somber. Whoa, look at this. So beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful work. Get this Five of Pentacles. The aloneness in this picture. Even in the beautiful card like Six of Pentacles, it still feels eerie. That is so great, this deck. Wow. Okay. Carving the pumpkins. Look, even the Ten of Pentacles, it's the empty, it's a preparation meal, but empty, but it's empty, there's no one here. So it's really have a strong correlation with the ancestor work. It feels like the ancestors are welcome to come to eat prior to the people. It's very beautiful. Oh wow, look at this. I think all the knights are the headless soldier, isn't it? Look at the background, everything. It's so beautiful. I like the shoes, very Dutch. This is the back of the deck. Wow, it's so beautiful. Okay, so what else can I say about this deck off the back, out of the right off the bat? That's what I meant. Outside of like, I love the feeling, the combination of you know, the Dutch landscape together clashing with the Native American, and the possibility of the ownership of slaves, together with the romanticism of the Great American West, with Davy Crockett and this type of feeling. And it's also enmeshed with the ghost and a Puritan and the curses. There's a lot of things going on in this deck actually, and the overall tone with like, it's a very moody, it's a very good for Halloween work. At the same time also to contemplate, because look at this, this is also like a very archetypal work as well, you know, your nightmares. There's a certain sadness, melancholy also in the deck. how I feel about it, you know. And on top of that, of course, the overall feeling is the creepiness about it. There is a certain, I already the whole time I'm looking at this deck and start to flipping it through, I felt a goosebumps all over my body, because I can feel as if I'm in the scenes of the deck, you know. I don't know, maybe also because I'm filming in the middle of the night, I don't know. But I mean, overall, I felt like this deck is really interesting deck to work with. I hope I don't get nightmares because of it. It's quite profound in a way. I think I can work it with Saki Saki Taro, because a lot of the figure in Saki Saki Taro are also headless. That could create an interesting combination. The only things that I don't like about this deck is the quality of the paper stock is quite thin. I wish it was like more a little bit thicker than this, and I think the deck itself could have like edging, for example, because now it doesn't look quite finished. And I think if it has been edged, at least it could have been look more sturdy, even though the cardstock itself, it's not that thick. I mean, I kind of don't understand why they bother to have the back with all the gold embossing, but not doing the edges. I think it's some kind of like issues with the budgeting or something like that. I don't know, but it's kind of unfortunate in that way. Otherwise, I wish the cardstock of Heavenly Soul, the deck that's actually really messy in my opinion in the terms of the graphic doesn't make sense, but I wish they used the same cardstock with that deck on this deck. That would have been heaven actually. But anyway, yeah, I just wish they use better cardstock, full stop. Red Feather, get on it. And I'm kind of disappointed, because normally Red Feather is very good in this sense, you know, and usually they have like bigger boxes and they will put together better guidebooks. So I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I wish they could have made this deck better. But in any case, I really love the artworks and I cannot wait to work with it. Please stay tuned into my what do you call it again, my Instagram, Inner Hill Tarot, if you want to see how I'm working with them. I think I'm going to work with several decks in January to be in touch with ancestor work actually. Even though it's already quite passing the time, but I want to go further into this direction, because several reading that I've been doing is quite profound. And of course there's always a reason why a deck, a new tarot deck or even an old one that you already have, reconnect with you in a certain way when you want to do something interesting or something that calling you to do. So that's it for now, the Legend of Sleepy Hollow Tarot. I hope you enjoy it, and I guess if you do, please don't forget to subscribe, share and comments, because that's the best way for you to help me, enabling this channel to keep on going, and hopefully, yeah, can help your journey in a tarot study as well. So that's it guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.